I got to do it. I have to call out WWE for making a big mistake with Rhea Ripley, and I think after hearing this, you will agree. Now, look, Rhea Ripley has been a top star for WWE for the last several years, and especially in 2023. Her breakout year, 2024, was sidelined with injuries, but having an epic feud with Liv Morgan. Now, she is a three-time Women's World Champion. Her last reign lasted 56 days from January 6th to March 3rd. She was slated to defend the Women's World Championship after beating Liv Morgan on the Raw on Netflix premiere episode against Bianca Belair, the Elimination Chamber winner at WrestleMania. WWE opted to throw a curveball and have Io Sky randomly be her on an episode of Monday Night Raw, doing a title change and therefore setting up a triple threat match at WrestleMania, in which we saw Io Sky retain the championship. Now, Rhea has unsuccessfully contested for the championship multiple times. I'm talking about Evolution 2. She went up against Io Sky, headlined that show, had an excellent match at that show, only to be screwed over by Naomi, who cashed in Money in the Bank to win the Women's World Championship. So what did WWE? They decided, let's just run it back. So they booked a triple threat match at SummerSlam, where it was Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi. This time, Rhea Ripley was right there. She almost got the win, only to be screwed over yet again with Naomi retaining her championship after she pinned Rhea Ripley. And that leads us to the fallout of this, because once WWE decided, hey, we're going to put the championship on Naomi, a lot of people thought, well, it is now time for Rhea Ripley to take a seat back, right? Go and take a seat back. You are not going to be the champion for a while. We're going to try to build up Naomi, who has done some incredible character work over the last, 6-8 months. So WWE, they went in that direction. A lot of people were wondering, what would Rhea Ripley do? Fast forward to the August 11th episode of Monday Night Raw, she was featured in a backstage segment with Io Sky, but it only lasted a few seconds, and this drew a lot of criticism towards WWE for the handling of Rhea Ripley. Now, I'm about to say a name in which a lot of people are going to cringe, but hear me out on this. Oh, here we go. You ready? Vince Russo spoke on the Sportscape's Wrestle Binge Legion of Raw podcast, where he called the segment unbelievable, and he tore into the company for the poor booking of the former world champion. Now, I'm going to read you what he had to say, and then I'm going to tell you why I actually think he's right. He said, Rhea is probably the biggest female star that they have on this show, and that's what they did with her on this show. That's it, guys. That's in a nutshell. She's probably the most over female on Raw, and she got 30-second vignette in a 2.5 hour show. That's unbelievable to me, because I'm writing the show like that. She's a weapon, that's a card I'm playing. I mean, she's got a big part of the show, and that's how you use her. I think he's 100% right. I think that the idea that you have someone in Rhea Ripley's shoes, in her situation, she is not only the biggest female star on Monday Night Raw, she's not even just the biggest female in all of WWE, all of pro wrestling, but she's arguably one of the biggest stars in wrestling today. And you're only giving her a 30-second segment? Really? That's it. That's all you're doing. That's like doing that to Steve Austin or Roman Reigns or John Cena. You have the ability to tell any story in which you want with Rhea Ripley. You have the ability to use Rhea Ripley and not only boost your product, boost your show, boost your ratings, but you also have the ability to go in there and use Rhea Ripley as a pick to elevate someone else. You want to elevate a champion? Go for it. You want to elevate or kind of maintain the star power of a current star? Go for it. You want to elevate a younger star who you are trying to get over and rise their star power? You can do it because you have Rhea Ripley. That is how pro wrestling works. And the fact of the matter is, I question WWE's booking for Rhea Ripley this year, because I understand you cannot have Rhea Ripley as your women's world champion all the time. I understand that they wanted to make Io Sky a bigger star this year, and they used her to get over by using Rhea Ripley. Got no problem with that, because you know what? Hey, Rhea was still in the WrestleMania main event. She was a real key part of that feud. I can make the argument that she was actually the bigger star out of Bianca Belair and Io Sky, that she had more of a significant role in that feud, that she got over more in that feud. I can agree with all of this, right? I can agree with the idea of, hey, we're not going to have Rhea Ripley win the championship, but we are going to have her work with Io. Fine. However, there has to be a stop point to this. Because once you do something once, okay, fine. Once you do something 2 times, okay, it's pushing it. But once you start getting into a pattern in which you are booking Rhea Ripley into segments, into matches, which you know as a fan going into it, there is no chance that this woman is going to win this match. There is no chance that this woman is going to win this championship. She is just there to lose. Then her star power, and which has already been very, very high, you start to reduce it. It starts to take a hit. It starts to decrease. And therefore, then you run into a major problem in which WWE has on its hands. You cannot use other people over and over and over in a negative way, and then still expect the fan base to still be there and support them and rally behind them. And especially when you are a babyface, that is so, so important. Because as a heel, you can get your heat back, right? You can lose all the time and fans are still going to hate you. As a babyface, you have to be a proven winner, okay? In my opinion, babyfaces have to have 2 very important qualities. Number 1, they have to have the ability to draw in sympathy. Okay, you have to have some type of connection. You like a certain trait that they have, or you want to see them succeed because you like them, or you look up to them, or you want to be with them, or you want to be them, right? Like there has to be some type of physical, or not physical, but that'd be creepy. Some type of emotional connection with the baby face, right? To continue to see them try to overcome hardships, to deal with hardships, right? Another quality in which you can't get around. You have to have the baby face go in there and be able to win. Who wants to support a loser? Who wants to support someone who can't get it done? Right? You gotta get it done sometimes. Not always. You don't have to win every match. You have to win. You don't have to hold the championship for 10 years, right? But you gotta be able to win when the moment counts. And if you don't do either of those things, you are not going to be a successful babyface. So I question this, right? Like this has been a criticism for me towards a lot of WWE stars for quite some time, whether it's Jey Uso or Sami Zayn or LA Knight or countless others, where WWE will continuously put them in title matches or big time situations, yet WWE fails to capitalize on the ability to get them over even more because they won't pull the trigger on a title win or a big match win. Right? It was the whole Bray Wyatt thing back in the day. He was called up to the main roster, he was pushed to the moon, and then all of a sudden, once you get to the match, you know he's not going to win. He's going to lose every single time. So what happens? After a while, fans are like, well, why should we care what this guy is saying? Oh, by the way, it's in cryptic words of, he's never going to win. He always loses. Why should I care? And they stop caring. Therefore, his star power went down. Therefore, he wasn't as big of a star. Therefore, WWE had a real issue on their hands when it came to Bray Wyatt. Just like fans have taken issue with other stars not being booked in top situations. It's a problem. It's a problem that WWE has created. It's a problem in which WWE continues to create. It's maddening. It's craziness. It does not make sense, but they do it. They do it anyway. It's what they do.